She is the top prosecutor in the Bexar County District Attorney's Family Violence Division. It is one of the agency's biggest units and arguably its most important. We're talking about her.
Yeah, but Mellie Powers has also been called a constant source of office gossip. KSAT Investigates Dylan Collier breaks down the allegations of improper behavior in the workplace that just won't seem to go away.
So help me God.
So help me God.
One day after being sworn in for his first term as Bexar County District Attorney, records show Joe Gonzalez tapped veteran prosecutor Angelica Mellie Powers to be his Family Violence Division chief. She previously worked there under different administrations. The move happened so swiftly, Powers' new hire paperwork has the previous DA's logo on it. Gonzalez, now in his second term, told KSAT his staff wasn't able to see the personnel files of DA employees until he had officially taken office.
We didn't have access to any of those documentations until we walked in January of 2019.
We might see
Powers' previous tenure with the DA's office ended unceremoniously in early 2017. She resigned 2 weeks after the then head of special crimes, Jim Wheat, authored this scathing 4-page performance improvement plan for Powers. It includes a wide range of criticisms of Powers' strategy in the courtroom and her behavior in the workplace. The document shows Powers agreed to a finding of not guilty by reason of insanity in an aggravated assault of a family member case without discussing the move with her supervisor or more experienced prosecutors. It told her to be a leader instead of simply giving orders and claimed she actively looked to avoid trial. Quote, every defense attorney knows that Mellie will not go to trial. Lastly, it called Powers a constant source of office gossip to the point it was interfering with her work focus. When reached for comment, Wheat told KSAT via text message he stands by the report.
But Powers has been dogged by complaints during her current tenure as well. One prosecutor who resigned at the end of last year after being elected as a county court judge said Powers runs the Family Violence Division based on favoritism, communicates to others private emails sent to her, and is not a supervisor you can talk to.
Gonzalez, however, gave Powers a vote of confidence, calling her an effective leader whose division has a conviction rate of over 80% on felony domestic violence cases this year.
Those opinions that are shared in that report are different from what I have found about Mellie Powers over the years.
Gonzalez did not directly dispute others' impressions of Powers, but said his personal experience has not raised the same concerns.
Frankly, I believe Mellie Powers is too busy to gossip. I've never heard anybody directly tell me that. Those are representations that I've heard from people on the way out.
Powers declined a request to sit down with KSAT and in a statement said she is passionate about getting justice for victims of child abuse and domestic violence. Quote, for this reason, I have high expectations of myself and of employees within this division. I ask that they give their best work as we seek justice for children and families in our community. It is their hard work and dedication that changes the lives of those who have been victims of abuse. For KSAT Investigates, I'm Dylan Collier.
Now, available records from Powers' personnel file don't reveal any further critical reviews or professional discipline during her current tenure. Keep up to date with all of San Antonio's top news, weather, and so much more by clicking the like and subscribe buttons below. And once again, thanks for watching KSAT.